So hey guys, today's a new vid, and yeah, as you can see, I'm just barely logging in. Hmm, yeah, I logged in, did some stuff. The reason I didn't make a video yesterday is because I was actually quite busy. Well, not busy, but it was just almost a vacation day. I did go to Universal Studios yesterday. Stayed there the whole day, and when I came back, I was knocked out. I was really tired, so I kind of just fell asleep. Really. Not much to this video, actually. Although I do have some news, that I didn't realize. So apparently, after 28 million worth of CP, you actually. Oh, hey, this is the guy that has called Madara. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Anyways, as I was saying, after 28 million worth of CP, you start to glitch out in the crossover mines. And what I mean by glitch out is actually that well, it's not really testing. I was fighting against Taoku. He is a god in this game, quite honestly. I really have nothing on him. But yeah, I was testing this up against Taoku, and I realized that I could beat him, and beat him quite a few times actually. I was so proud of myself. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I am matching up to what is essentially one of the most powerful people up in this game." And so I was fighting him, and then I realized that he was beating me. And see, as you can see here, both of us were going up against each other. It's like Daoku plundered your mind, and then like it just went on back and forth for a good, I don't know, I want to say 18 minutes more or less. Like I would notice he stole my mind, and I would attack him. I stole his mind. He would attack me, and it just keep on going back and forth. And I thought, okay, wait, this is wrong. How the hell am I losing if I have higher CP than him? Because that's if you go first, you usually have higher CP. And so, come to find out that actually I probably don't have higher CP. Last time we talked, he said he had 30 million at the very least. I'm like, okay, I only have 28 million. There's a rather large difference, about 2 million worth of CP difference in there. And so we talked, and apparently this happened in the crossover mines in the iOS. What happened is that after 28 million, or as far as I can tell, after 28 million, the crossover mines glitch out. So it doesn't matter how high your CP is, after 28 million, the person who attacks first will be the person who goes first. It just won't matter. I guess it's because in some ways, uh, unless you have a perfect account, or a very good account, you're more than likely not going to get to 28 million. And what I mean by that is, for example, this account itself, this team itself, it could easily go up another million or two. Simply, if I had a gold Nagato would easily boost me up another 500k. Diamond Naruto would boost me up 3 or 200k. Say I had all the collections open, said I had this collection open. This could easily be 500k worth of CP. Same thing with the Hokage's 500k worth of CP. This right here, easily 500k worth of CP. Brothers, once again, maybe not 500, yeah, 500k more or less worth of CP. Yeah, it's this right here, easily 600k CP. 600k CP. So if you have a lot of collections open, you can actually be quite a way more powerful than I am. Because collections really do matter. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, no particular reason. I just thought it was interesting, really. I don't really have a topic for this video. Honestly, I'm not exactly winging it. I'm just kind of telling you guys as it is. So in the end, I talked to Taoko. I was like, "Hey, what's going on here? Like, either I should only be beating you, or you should only be beating me. There should not be this back and forth because I mean, last time we talked, this is not how this works, basically." And so he's like, oh, okay, yeah. So like I said, what's happening is that it's the crossover mines are glitched out after a certain point. I'm more or less assuming that the certain point's 28 million, because I did attack, what's his name? I did attack what is his name? Daoku. He's Mizukage right now. But I did attack Daoku while he was in, not Crossover Mines, but while he was, um, well, I'm drawing up a blank here, I'm sorry. Um, while he was in the Crossover Mines, I did attack him with only 27.7 million in my CP, and I did lose up against him. So I'm assuming that that the combat glitch a fight effect is at 28 million, where you can just go back and forth, back and forth. Um, so yeah, that's just how it is right now. I have a truce with him. So basically, if I'm on, he's not gonna attack me. If he's on, I'm not gonna attack him. Simply because it's not worth it for either one of us. Yesterday, both of us have quite a few chances. I do think he's VIP 10, and both of us have quite a few chances while we're playing. And so, by the end of it, I only had one chance left before we got into talks, and he only had two chances left to use the crossover mines. Obviously, that affected us quite a bit. Actually, me and him should be the two top players when it comes to ores. But because of us, basically just having a grudge match up against each other, well, Destiny and Basti came up ahead while that was happening. If it comes down to it, I really can just do some gold mines if he's on there too much. Because I mean, I do honor my word when it comes to certain things. Like if I say I'm not gonna attack you, I'm more than likely not gonna attack you. Um, Very rarely do I ever attack accidentally, and if I attack accidentally, I usually message you and like apologize about it. I'm like, oh shit, dude, I'm sorry. Or like I'll tell you if you want, I'll just put in like a weak card and you can just take me out, because it's if I say I'm not gonna attack you, I'm more than likely not gonna attack you. It's just a matter of word at that point. So yeah, that's about it for that part. So I'm gonna do the daily Q&A, and yeah. So I've been thinking of the name for this video, and I just thought one that I think sounds pretty nice. Crossover Minds Insights. I like the sound of that. I just kind of thought of that. Angelo Fino. I'm debating whether or not to spend my 45k on this Obito and Kakashi event or to wait for a Sasuke event. Any thoughts? Okay, so here's the thing about Sasuke. Sasuke is amazing. Is a amazingly powerful card. Now, there's a few requirements to get him to his full power, or as I like to call it, his full power right now. First of all, I used to think that you needed his complete Susanoo skill, but I'm kind of changing my mind about that, and here's why. So see, originally when I thought about the first Susanoo skill, I thought that it was, what the hell? Oh, that's for Kisame. Anyways, originally when I thought about that, I thought that it was a that's the 8 Ender Gates formation. Anyways, I originally thought that it was the it released a secondary attack each. Let's see, hang on. Yes, the release unique skill will deal massive ninjutsu damage to all enemies and finish the complete Susanoo for 5 rounds. During this period, immune to all damages and can remove all allies' silence, including Tantail's Jinjuriki. Restrained Dizzy, this skill can only be released once. So see, this is what I mean. Originally, I thought that if you equip the complete Susanoo to Sasuke, he would just deal a second attack, kind of like the Mizukage where it says right here. Kind of like the Mizukage right here. Let me find her for you. Right here. There we go. It was kind of like the Mizukage. Deal ninjutsu damage to all enemies and decrease enemies' dodge. So I thought that just like the Mizukage, he would release a secondary attack. Now the reason this is so important is because Sasuke, you don't want to put any active skills on him. You just don't. Reason for that being is because he gets stronger as the battle goes on, the more he releases his unique skill. So say he releases his unique skill 10 times, let's just say that. By the 10th time he releases his unique skill, he will more than likely be at least 5 or 6 times more powerful in damage than when he started. Now if you combine that with Orochimaru's Curse Seal and the Ninja World Wars attack bonus, and you have a combination that could very possibly and quite easily be stupidly powerful. That's just kind of how that goes. Um, and if you put active skills on Sasuke, unless you're using him as a support, and I would not recommend using him as a support. And what mean by support is by putting on a skill like Tsukiyomi on him and having him stun the front row. I wouldn't recommend that simply because once again it would block his it would impede his unique skill release, and he's really just out for DPS. Now, another thing that's very important for Sasuke to be a really damage dealer is because even though this skill Indra Zero deals a lot of damage, compared to other skills, it doesn't deal that much. It deals a decent amount, but not a lot. And the way that it can deal a lot more is if you have the Sword of Kusanagi Sasuke. Now, what the Sword of Kusanagi does give quite a nice boost to Sasuke in ninjutsu attack, as you can see here. At level 120, it gives him uh 116k ninjutsu attack, 31k extra ninjutsu attack, 23k hits, and 60k HP. But it also gives him a skill called Chidori. Now, it's kind of like it's a random thing. If he's doing a normal attack, he's gonna release Chidori. If he's not gonna release Chidori. Um, so if he releases Chidori, I've seen Chidori deal a good billion, maybe 2 billion in the Ninja World War, because Chidori isn't affected by that damage reduction as is Indra Zero. Because Indra Zero, as far as I know, is nerfed to a degree. And what I mean by that is that, like I said, it doesn't deal quite as much damage as it really should for a skill that level. Like, if you were to have Naruto's damage with Sasuke's damage right off the bat in the beginning of the round, Naruto will always win. Now, the reason for that is because Naruto's attack damage is normal, whereas Sasuke's attack damage in his skill feels less than it should be, basically. I mean, I'm not saying that it's been nerfed, but it feels like it has been nerfed. And the thing that makes that very interesting is the fact that Chidori has no such restrictions. It deals normal ninjutsu damage, which, when you take into account that the AoE attack has the potential to deal 1 billion when it's restrained. Now the Chidori, which can be released multiple times per battle, quite literally has the ability to just break the numbers in the damage output. So that's why the Chidori and the tier 4 weapon for Sasuke is so important. Now, how do you get the Chidori and the weapon? You actually need to have Sasuke Gold during one of his events. Now, most of Sasuke's events items are actually defensive. They will give him quite a nice bit of ninjutsu attack, but most of them are defensive. Here's the thing, though. There is one more item for him, which is called Mangekyo Sharingan, I think, and it's equipped in the either the necklace slot or the head slot. And now the thing that does, it provides a debuff every time he releases his unique skill, if I recall correctly. Now, if that scales with ninjutsu attack, that has a very high potential to deal a lot more damage than say Naruto's debuffs, because if it scales with the ninjutsu attack as Sasuke gets stronger, the debuffs will obviously get stronger. Now, the whole reason I wanted Perfect Susanoo for Sasuke is because of the fact that, well, Perfect Susanoo would have had, or at least in theory, I thought that it had the same attack as the Mizukage's Boiled Skill Mist technique, which would release a secondary attack right after your unique skill every single time. If you have a secondary attack that's based on ninjutsu damage, no matter what, you're going to be dealing a very decent amount of damage on that secondary attack simply because it's Sasuke and he scales with ninjutsu attack. He deals massive amounts of damage as the battle goes on. So yeah, that's why Perfect Susanoo would have been perfect. But now I'm not quite sure whether or not Perfect Susanoo does deal that much damage. Obviously, we don't know what his level 105 passive is going to be just yet, or even what his secondary passive is going to be just yet. But that's the thing, though. That's what to me would have made Sasuke's Susanoo perfect so well perfect, because of the fact that it could have released a secondary passive. I mean, a secondary unique skill which deals massive ninjutsu damage instead of the restrained damage that his normal unique skill does. So in in conclusion, to answer your question, It really depends. Because if you're taking Sasuke right now, it's a bit of a gamble. If you're gonna wait for him simply because he does, if none of that happens, like the secondary attack doesn't happen with his perfect Susano, you're running the chance of simply not having of something having Sasuke be just a little bit more powerful, and instead of, having Sasuke be that much more powerful. Um, but should you wait or should you spend? Just look at your team really. If you feel like it needs Obito, go ahead and get Obito and Kakashi, especially if it helps you out in the Ninja World War. Shoot, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Especially if it helps you out in the Ninja World War. Obviously, you're going to want to get a lot further. If this helps you get to, say, maybe you're usually stuck at stage 30, if this helps you out to get to stage 50, possibly even 60, then get this because, I mean, it will help you save up gold. But if you're already fine with your Ninja World War formation, you're getting fairly far, and you don't feel like you would need this, then go ahead and just wait. There will be other events, and Same thing could be applied to Sasuke. Say that you just kind of wait after this event. You could just take it from, save up and wait for another Sasuke event just to be prepared. Just in case it does come back up. But yeah, that's really all I have to say on that subject. Is there any other way to get the certificate for the second passive slot without recharging? Nope. Smooth Rose is right. Should I go for Silver Obito or Bronze Kakashi? I'd recommend Silver Obito simply because of the fact that, well, you can actually you get to use the Lightning Cutter Kamui. It's a level 90 passive. I mean, hang on, let me check. Is it a level 90 skill? Oh my god, I don't even know if it's a level 90 skill. Let's see. Sasuke. No, not Sasuke. Obito. Lightning Cutter. Change. Let's find it over here. I think it's a level 90 passive active. Fairly sure it's a level 90 active. Please let it be a level 90. Ah, shit, it's not a level 90 active. It's a level 105 active. Okay, you're kind of shit out of luck, dude. No, yeah. Oh, wow, okay. I don't know now. I was gonna say, because if it's level 90 active, well, you could use it with Silver Obito, but since it's a level 105 active, you can't use it with Silver Obito, which just kind of limits you. Um, I'd still go with Silver Obito simply because of the fact that, well, if you're going to be consuming 45k, you're still going to be able to use his level 90 passive, which is this one, the Tento's Jinjuriki. I mean, obviously you're going to have to consume 45k, but it's kind of like that. Um, wow, I don't know. Really at this point it's just kind of like flip a coin. Although I will say this, if you have the Mangekyo Kamui skill, that is a level 90 active skill, then just get Silver Obito because you can still use the Mangekyo Kamui skill. Obviously, I don't know how you would have that, but if you have that by chance, that would be the ideal thing right now. So yeah, I mean, Silver Obito would be good for now. Bronze Kakashi, you can go for him too, but it's gonna be a little harder. Okay, so do you think Kamui Lightning Cutter will work on the Eight Tails? Wait, I skipped quite a bit. Okay. You don't have to read all the equipment skills stuff. We can read the notice. It will cut the video time by a lot. Does it really bother you guys? I mean, um, I just read it because I mean, it would help you out. I know you can read it, but I mean, if I don't particularly want to read it, I just don't. Sometimes I don't. But that's the thing, though. I mean, why are you watching this video then? Like, I mean, it's kind of helping you out either way, I would suppose. Maybe I read it and you forgot some effect or something. Although, I mean, leave it in the comments if you don't like me reading or you feel like I should shorten the videos. If you don't want me to read the equipment, description and such, I could just easily not do that. So, thanks, Joseph, I suppose. We'll see if you know, response to that, I suppose. Should I not, read it? If you guys don't want me to read it, I won't read it. But if you want me to, I'll just read it. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. But okay. Ismael Gonzalez, do you think Lightning Cutter will work on the Eight Tails? I think the passive thing will work. I just don't think that the actual stun will work. What I mean by that is because the most of the tailed beasts are immune to stun. You can't stun them. Um, but what would be useful about Lightning Cutter with the Eight Tails is the fact that, well, quite honestly, the Eight Tails is one of the more annoying tailed beasts to fight simply because of the fact that it has a passive which revives him basically if you don't kill him within 8 rounds. Normally that wouldn't be a problem, especially for somebody like me, but for somebody who doesn't deal as much damage as my Might Guy does, which Might Guy deals a stupid amount of damage, that could very easily be a problem. So, with the Lightning Cutter, if you're lucky enough to sync it up when you kill the Eight Tails, and seal his passive at the same time, or just a round before you kill him, the Eight Tails won't revive back into a tentacle form. He'll just die and you'll win, and that's it. So I mean, yeah, it would be useful to use Lightning Cutter. It just won't stun the Eight Tails. Actually, Mangekyo Kamui active skill does not work on the Eight Tails at all. I've tested that before. So yeah, Lightning Cutter may just be the best bet if you have a level 105 Kakashi and a level 105 Obito. Okay, thanks for the help. I did spend the 15k for the Naruto, Father and Son Naruto. It did help tremendously. I have the soccer and Tsunade, and to help keep me alive, I tested it out, and I have Hanzo left, but he killed me. And yes, Hinata is my most powerful card. I'm working on getting Kakashi to silver as well. Again, thanks for the help. You're welcome, man. And good luck with that. I spent gold during the last Mifune event, and I got the leather gloves instead of the samurai gloves. How do I report this to the devs? Um, just email them, really. This is their email. Here, I'm gonna quickly go over here. Yeah, it should say right here, latest notice. See right here, the, CS email, Huang Yang, at gfunfun.com. That's their email. Just email them there and explain the situation. They're usually, I mean, they're not the best at responding, but more often than not, they will help you if they can, even if it's a rather frustrating talk in between. Um, okay, hi Luis, can you show me the Tsunade skill Ninja World War? Because lots of people use her to do the Ninja World War, and I would like to know why. This is she useful there? Thanks. Okay, so Tsunade, she's not particularly okay. So the reason Tsunade is useful in the Ninja World War, it's not because of DPS. So I mean, if you're looking for a DPS card, I'm sorry to say, just kind of get that out of your head because she's not there for DPS. The reason she's so useful in the Ninja World War is because of the fact that her skill, which is called Summoning Slug, at the Shinobi World War, Tsunade, that's the skill that she has. What it does, it releases a couple of slugs over the entire team. Now, those slugs have a chance to basically just take any sort of damage and make that damage immune. So, say you have a debuff damage from the from Might Guy, the slugs would take the damage and you would be fine. Say you have the tailed beast damage from obviously the Eight Tails, the slugs would take the damage and you would be fine. And that's why she's so useful in the Ninja World War, because even taijutsu damage is absorbed by the slugs. If you attack with taijutsu damage and the slug takes it and you're immune to the taijutsu damage, at least for that little bit. And that's why Tsunade is so useful. It's because she's more of a support character. She will stop your team from dying, especially if you cannot stun lock the entire team like most people can. So that's why she's so useful in Ninja World War. It's not because of DPS, it's mostly because of the slug. Because of her, her unique skill. Okay, so Yo Virgil, can you kick out some low donor from the clan on server 12 so I can join? I was one of the top donors for Wild Dragon. I'll talk to the guy, the vice clan dude. Really, I don't keep track of this anymore. Like I mean, I really don't keep track of this anymore. It's Kuruma who's the one who keeps track of like the donors, who donates and who doesn't. I'll send him a message and see if he can kick out anybody, and if he can, I'll just add you in. If he can't, well, I'll I'll stay looking into it, and if I see somebody who really doesn't donate or that just kind of slipped by his radar, I'll kick him out, I suppose, and see if I can put you in there. Um, Actually, I may be able to add you in fairly soon. We're almost at a level 12 clan right now. We're still level 11, but we're like 5k away from a level 12 clan. So maybe I could just apply you right in. So there you go. Let you right in instead of having to kick somebody out. How do you normally spend your gold when you want to consume a lot? Do you just upgrade your equips? Also, if I'm not planning to get Obito secondary passive, I just need to consume 40k, right? Yeah, that's about right, Nicola. You only have to consume 40k. Let's see. How do I use my gold usually? I usually use it to upgrade items. Yeah, that's actually quite true. Sometimes I use it to buy stamina because you never know when you may need an extra stamina. Say there's a really awesome what's it called, dungeon that you want to use a lot, so you use it basically. That's just how that I would imagine that happening. That's why I have like 20 ramen saved up, because they have 120 stamina each. um yeah, I use it on stamina. I use it to upgrade cards. Yeah, really, I just use it on a bunch of random stuff. More usually they're on items, but every once in a while it's like something like maxing my package total, like this right here. If I go over here, like maxing my card slots and maxing my backpack slots. Like, I mean, it's always 50, so I can easily just you know um upgrade the number. As you can see, I have 232 slots available, both in this and in the card selection. So I mean, it's just useful sometimes when I want to do like a certain dungeon that just gives me a lot of green cards, but I don't want to, every couple of turns just have to go back and get rid of them. I just kind of want to save up until it's a lot and then get rid of them. But yeah, I use my gold in a lot of ways. So usually upgrading, or yeah, just usually upgrading items. Um, What is the max enhance for S rank equip, guys? Is it 105 or 120? Yeah, there's no such thing as a max enhance as far as we know. As far as I know, the highest anyone's ever got is 150. We think that the max enhance for everything is level 200, but we're not quite sure. So I mean, it's just kind of like, who knows really at this point. Um, yeah, see, nobody really knows what the max is. Um, Is there a minimum level required for the ninja to unlock the secondary passive? There is no actual minimum level. Like, you could unlock the secondary passive if they're like level 1. Thing is that to actually equip the secondary passive, more often than not, you have to be level 75, level 90, or even level 105 just to equip the actual secondary passive. Um Now, to like your question was phrased, do you actually need any level to actually unlock it? No, you don't. But to actually equip something to that passive slot, you will need your card to be leveled up, basically. But yeah, they don't need to be diamond. They don't need to be gold or anything like that. You just have to upgrade them. Uh, you could just have like a purple card, Kakashi, and you're fine. But to actually equip the skills, you're gonna have to upgrade them. Is there no what jutsu do you prefer is best for Sasuke in the 2000 gold below? Um yeah, that's the thing though. Like, I mean, active skills are not really wise to put on Sasuke. You're better off just like using his Indara arrow and spam it as many times as you can, really. Does Kakashi and Obito's new Earth passives interrupt the Mangekyo Kamui strat for war? No, it doesn't. It really does not. Does the Kamui Lightning Cutter the same as the Mangekyo Kamui strategy for the Ninja World? I don't have Mangekyo Kamui, so I'm wondering if it's a good replacement. It is a good replacement, but you do need to have a level 105 Kakashi or Obito, which means you're gonna have to have a gold Kakashi and a gold Obito for this at the bare minimum. If you're gonna be using Mangekyo, if you're gonna be Lightning Cutter Kamui. Is the iOS servers down for anybody else? I don't know, Daniel. I'm sorry. I'm Android. Tristan, so if you can't tell from my other questions, Obito's my main man. I currently have 38.8k gold and I'm 100% free to play account. During this event, I can't get the last two rewards. What do you think I should do? And do you think is there any way to get 45k gold during this event? Thanks. Um, is there any way to get the Tensou Jinjuriki skill in another event? No, you can only get the coffin one from the shop. Maybe they'll change it back to having gold Obito being the getting the reward of the skill, but I kind of doubt it. Um, if I were you, I would recommend just saving up the gold if you're not gonna be getting all the rewards that you possibly can. Maybe just consuming 6k for the lightning cutter, if that helps you out with the Ninja World War. But yeah, just save up anything else because it will take a long time for another event to come up. But the problem being is that you don't want to have two of the same items basically, because they're just not useful, especially if you have all the other cards with their exclusive items. But I would recommend you save. But yeah, there's no way to get 45k gold during the event unless you can get 2k gold from the Ninja World War every day, which I kind of doubt that you can do, especially since you're free to play. So I'm sorry, there's really no way, man. Mr. Sexton, yeah. So it looks like that's about it for the Q&A. Yeah, leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and leave it in the comment. Do you want me to not read the item information? Would you feel that that'd be better? Shorten up the video quite a little bit. Do you want me to read it? Do you not want me to read it? Give me your thoughts. I appreciate once again. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video, hopefully. And yeah, bye.